Good morning. It's Sunday. I've been up for maybe, I don't know, like 45 minutes or so. I think I said it was Sunday. It's about 9:45 almost, and I'm getting ready to start my little Sunday routine. And I thought that I would vlog my Sunday routine just to show people what I do on a typical Sunday. If you're new here and you're just watching this video because you like routine videos, just some quick background. I'm a teacher in Southern California. I teach middle school, 8th grade language arts and history to be specific. I am single. I have 2 dogs. That was one of them. Miss Luna Sky, who is a puppy. She was born on March 31st, which also happens to be my birthday. That's Miss Sassy Pants right there. Yeah. And her brother, Wolfie Goldberg, is right over here. And he just turned 4 a couple of days ago. So that's the backstory. So on Sundays, I tend to do pretty much the same thing in terms of getting ready for the next day. So I thought that I would share that. Before I do, for those of you that have been here for a while, you watched my last few vlogs, this year I am really focusing on, you know, continuing to teach and do myself proud, like teaching in a way that I feel good about, but also having proper balance between teaching and working. So this is my 20th year teaching. I'm a very type A person, and I'm very much like I'm either all in doing something or I'm not doing it at all, which is great, which has its benefits, which has brought me a certain amount of professional success and personal success. But in my work life, I think that well, not that I think, I know that I hit a wall last year. Like, I just could not work at the same capacity that I was working at before. I think she's mad I'm ignoring her. And so last year I went to therapy to kind of figure out, why do I just feel like I can't do the way that I used to do, or just this persistent feeling of like anxiety or lack of fulfillment. I don't really know what it was, but it was a very specific feeling. And one of the things that I've learned through therapy is, as my therapist told me, yes, the way you have functioned in life so far has done you well. Like, you accomplished a lot of things because of that. But basically, she said, it works until it doesn't. And last year, I think I got to the point in life where it just wasn't working. Like, I felt unbalanced. I felt like I was just working all the time and I was exhausted. So I've been doing things over the course of the year to kind of rectify that. A, just recognizing that, and B, starting to ask myself, what can I do to get that under control? So that is really the focus of this school year. Yes, I'm focusing on lessons and all of that, but also just taking care of me. And so these first couple weeks, I'm going into my 3rd week of school, it's just kind of been a little, I don't know, disorienting in a way, because I'm so used to working in a certain way, and I know that's not healthy. So I'm trying to figure out the balance of not getting myself to that same point, and also just figuring out the little things that I need to do overall to keep myself at a certain state of mental peace. So I'm going to show you one of the things that I've purchased over the last few months that are in support of my mental health, that I think has been a great purchase and that I would highly recommend. So I know that I showed or mentioned this in a couple of vlogs ago, but I did end up getting the Hatch alarm clock. My partner teacher has one. She's had it for a while. She said she really liked it, and at first I was like, I'm not spending all that money on an alarm clock. I'll just use my phone, my trusty iPhone. And during the summer, when I was really thinking about what are some little things I can do and some little changes that I can do to just promote just treating myself better, I thought of that, watched some videos on it, and everybody seemed to think like it really made a difference. And then when Prime Day came around, I looked into getting one because I was certain that it would be on sale, and it was. But I ended up getting it through Best Buy, because with Amazon Prime I wasn't going to get it by the school year because the color that I wanted was on back order. But I will definitely say, now that I've been using that for about a month, it absolutely positively helps me wake up just in a more calm state, as opposed to the alarm on my phone. even when I picked the most soothing sound available, it was still jarring. This really does kind of ease you into waking up. Like, I use the light feature, so it like gradually brings light into the room, and you can pick like the shade of light. Mine is like a yellowish light, and then the music that it plays starts off very soft and then it gets louder, and you can also adjust the volume of the music as well as the intensity of the light. So I have no regrets about that. Is it kind of ridiculous that it costs what it does? It is, but it's worth it. So that has been a great addition. And I think there was something else I wanted to mention. My eyelashes, getting my eyelashes done. You can't really tell now because they need to be filled next weekend, but I also got my lashes done for the first time. Again, in support of just creating, they're playing, a more balanced life, or creating some time for myself. Highly recommend that if you can afford it, because it is kind of a pricier thing to do. It makes my makeup in the morning, my makeup routine, go by super fast. I've just gotten to the point where now I just wear eyeliner and like foundation. Makeup is done in like 15 minutes. And I think that's it. There was something else that I wanted to share that I just don't remember. Maybe I just wanted to mention my skincare routine that I started over the summer. That I have really enjoyed, because I feel like it's something that I'm doing for myself to promote like just health, like skin health. It's not super elaborate. And when I was talking to my therapist about it, and I was like, I don't know why I think it's so helpful. And she was saying she thinks when you have like an actual skincare routine, it kind of forces you to slow down in the mornings and in the evenings when you're winding down. And I do agree. And then also I had a home office. I removed that, and now it's just a workout room. I'll show it to you in case you're new. So I had a whole office. It was very cute. I loved it. I had a desktop computer, an actual desk, and in the first few years that I was living in this condo, I used it quite a bit. And then especially when COVID happened and we were teaching through a pandemic and had to teach from home, I used it all the time. But this summer I decided I don't want an office in my home. I don't want to be at home with another workspace because it's unnecessary. But I had these two Peloton devices in here. It was pretty cramped. Like, the desk was there, the treadmill was over here, and the bike was here but just faced straight. So I took that out, and now it's just a workout room, and that has also been a great choice. I plan on adding like a little section where I can organize weights a little bit more here. But yeah, so far I feel like I've been off to a good start with promoting just like doing things to take care of myself and treat myself better. But I'm still in the progress of trying to figure out just what is balance when it comes to getting the things done that I need to get done at work to feel good, to feel calm, to feel prepared, and what is overworking, if that makes sense. It's like a fine line. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. But typically when I wake up in the mornings on Sundays, after I let the dogs out and feed them, so they've been fed, they've been let out, the first thing I do is I try not to turn on the TV. And I try to stay off my phone, because I want the first thing that I do to be to go to church. So I'm getting ready to watch this sermon titled Counting on God by Robert Madu. I've been watching sermons from Social Dallas for the last several weeks. Like, so far it just seems to be the church that I can listen to and not feel like some kind of way about the message, or I don't know, like I'm just comfortable with it. And while I'm doing that, I always put my laundry away. So that is the laundry I did yesterday that now needs to be put away. I always do my laundry on Saturdays and do the grocery shopping that needs to be done for the week on Saturdays. It's not a ton of grocery shopping because it's just me. It really is just me going to pick up a Target order and picking up some salads from Trader Joe's. So I do my grocery shopping on Saturdays, laundry on Saturdays, and I don't force myself to put my laundry away on Saturdays because that's just too much. I can't be doing the laundry and putting it away all in the same day. So I always make sure the laundry is done on Saturday so I can just put it away on Sunday. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. And watch church. So I'm gonna get that done, and then I'll kind of update you on what happens after that.
So good. I want to preach today for about 4.5 hours. Using this as the title, Counting on God. Counting on God. In this room, and that echo before you sit down, look at your neighbor for what might be the last time and say, neighbor, I don't know what you counting, but I'm counting on God. Come on, give God some praise if you believe it. Father, have your way today.
It is 11:20 now. I have put my laundry away, finished with my church sermon, picked out my clothes for tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to wear this dress from Old Navy that I've had for a little over a year. I will wear some sort of jean jacket with it. I just don't know which one yet. These shoes. And then I also pulled out the accessories. So I'm going to wear this bracelet that I got from Uncommon James over the summer. These hoop earrings that are from Ana Luisa. This necklace, I want to say this necklace is from Mint Lily. And these two rings that I got from Uncommon James this summer as well. So I do take out my accessories the day before or the night before, and I will put them in here so that in the morning I don't have to figure that out. It does make my life easier. That is not specific to just a Sunday routine. That's just what I do in general. But what is specific to a Sunday routine is I watch The Golden Girls. So that is on right now. I've seen it, I'm pretty sure at this point, every single episode of The Golden Girls, but on Sundays I have to watch The Golden Girls. I don't know why, it's just what I need to do. And I've also showered and done my skincare routine. So the skincare routine that I started is something that I think is quite helpful. So I just did the morning version of it, which is pretty straightforward. I wash my face with this cleanser. I've always, not always, but I've used this for a couple years. I used to use Johnson & Johnson Clean and Clear, and then they discontinued it, so I started using that. To wash my face, this I use after washing my face in the morning to make sure I've got anything that was missed off. And I'm always surprised at what's on the cotton pad still, even after I wash my face with that. And then these are the two products that I got from the skincare routine video. This is from the lady whose video I watched. It's from her company, which is called Prequel. This is called Lucent C. It's basically a vitamin C serum, and vitamin C is supposed to help brighten your skin, protect you from free radicals. I don't know what a free radical is, but that's what she said. And promotes the production of collagen in your skin, I think, which gives you a more youthful appearance. And then sunscreen after that. Now, this is obviously to protect my skin from sun exposure, and I am sad to admit that I never really used sunscreen prior to this past summer when I started it. So yeah, that's what I do in the morning. And now I'm getting ready to clean my brushes, my makeup brushes. I bought this over the summer. I've only used it once. I mean, I think I like it. I'm not 100% sure that I'm using it well. Ma'am, what's the problem? You're just in a mood today. I'll pay attention to you in a second. But what I would like to do is get in the habit of just making sure my brushes get cleaned every Sunday. In the past, I would just kind of clean them when I felt like they needed to be cleaned, but I feel like cleaning them on a weekly basis is better. I also, on Sundays, when I take a shower, try and make sure I do like just shaving my legs, shaving underneath my arms so that I'm good to go. I don't grow a lot of hair, like my hair is very fine. So even when I'm shaving my legs, I don't even know that there's a blade of hair there. So to shave on a weekly basis is kind of excessive for me, but at least then I know that I'm shaved. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But, so I'm going to use this to clean my brushes. I was going to try and eat something, but I have a massage at 12:30 and it's already 11:24 and I need to leave in like 45 minutes. So I will probably eat after my massage is done. But yeah, let me get to cleaning these brushes. And I don't know what I'll do after that, but I'll be leaving soon. Anyway, I'm rambling. But really, you just put the brushes down, you press the power button, I think. There we go. And just kind of let it go. So I just kind of swirl them around in there. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I mean, they're definitely getting clean because you can see the makeup in the water. And I'm using this makeup and brush shampoo that I got off of Amazon. But this thing was like $20-something. Okay, they definitely got clean because when I'm rinsing them off, there's no makeup that's coming out of them, so that's good. So I just did these 3 brushes first, like an eyeshadow brush. This is a concealer brush, and then this is a bronzer brush. And now I'm going to do the bigger brushes. This is the brush that I feel like needs the most washing. This is what I use to apply powder. So again, when I rinse it, there's no makeup coming out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and say it works. It does look like there's makeup on it. I don't know if that's the color of the brush or that's just makeup that's just not going to come off. Okay. And then this is the last one I use. This is a contouring brush that has 2 sides. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. I don't really put a lot of makeup on this, so this should be easy to clean. Then I don't know if I'm supposed to be spinning it around. Do I let it just sit in there? It seems to work better when I just let it sit. Rinse this and see. Okay, I think we're good. Put that to the side. Wipe the counter off. And then I'm just gonna let my brushes sit here and dry overnight. So I always just squeeze them like this to get excess water out. But like I said, since I got my lashes done, I don't wear as much makeup in the sense that I don't put on any eyeshadow. And so I asked Taylor, who is my teaching partner, I asked her if she noticed any difference in the way that I looked when I wore eyeshadow versus not, and she's like, no. So I said, well then, I'm just gonna wear eyeliner and lashes and go about my day. And then if I have days where I feel a little bit more inspired, or maybe I'm doing something special, maybe I'll go ahead and put on eyeshadow. But I'm feeling very good about my decision just to scale back the makeup a little bit, because it does make my mornings quicker and less stressful. And I just have to remind myself, at the end of the day, that's your goal this year. It's just create more time for yourself, make it so that you feel less stressed, less pressed for time, and do any little thing that you feel like is going to promote that. And I feel like I look just fine when I'm just wearing eyeliner and lashes. So the eyeshadow went. It's on reserve when I feel like it, but I don't feel like I have to wear it anymore when I go to work. So you're supposed to be able to then take this is the top, and sit that in there and let your brushes just kind of air dry. So I'm going to do that, but some of the brushes are too thick, so they don't fit. I think these two are the ones that don't fit. But you see how it's just, hold on. Just sit them in there and let them air dry like that. These two don't fit in the hole, so they'll lay on the counter. I think what I'm gonna do right now is go downstairs to pack my lunch and make my iced coffee. So I will see you in a few minutes. Coffee is made. It is right here. So I just have a Keurig that has the iced coffee feature. I've had this for a couple of years. You use it like a normal Keurig, but then there's just a button at the top right there that says iced. So I make it the night before. I mean, I think in theory they're telling you you could make it, you know, as soon as you want to drink it and press the ice feature. You just have to get like a container, put ice in it, and then make the coffee. When you do it in real time, it doesn't produce iced coffee to me. It produces lukewarm, weird coffee, so I don't like it. So I always do it the night before so that it sits in the refrigerator. And I just use these K-Cups from McDonald's. I use 2 of them, and that pretty much gives me that much iced coffee in the morning. One of the things that I'm still struggling with is finding something to eat in the mornings. There are mornings where just that iced coffee is enough to get me through lunch, and there's mornings where I'm starving. Especially I find if I work out on the treadmill, I'm extra hungry, and getting to lunch, which starts at 12:20, is a struggle. So I need to find something that I can eat that I feel relatively good about in terms of health content. Back in the day, there were these little egg cups that I could buy. Luna? Not sure what she was about to do. And I haven't been able to find them. So I need to like be on the lookout for something else. So my iced coffee has been made. My lunch has been packed. I use this lunch bag from So Young that I bought a couple years ago that I've been happy with. I always have just a cloth napkin in there. Tomorrow I'm gonna have this salad from Trader Joe's, the broccoli slaw kale salad with white chicken meat. Some sliced apples and peanut butter. I had to go back to confining how much peanut butter I consumed. I used to just buy a container of peanut butter and throw it in there. And I think when I was doing that, I was just eating way too much peanut butter. I was doing too much. I need to have an afternoon snack in there, but I don't. So I might be stealing one of my mom's snacks. She'll be okay. I'm gonna do that probably right now. And I'm gonna text her and be like, hey mom, I just took a bag of your snacks, and hopefully she doesn't get mad. She probably won't, because she never does. So that goes in the refrigerator. And then the other thing that I do on Sundays is I wash this Stanley water bottle and I fill it up with water for the next day. I know that I've said something like this before, and I might say something like this again, but I feel like the combination of backpack and water bottle that I have right now is really working for me. So what I like about this Stanley as opposed to the one with the handle is that it makes it so that in the morning my hands are free. I don't feel like such a bag lady, because this water bottle fits very nicely in this little pocket right here, whereas the one with the handle would not fit. Also, this backpack that I got this summer from Poppy and Peonies is slightly smaller than the black one that I bought from them, but carries everything that I need, especially since I'm in the era of like, I'm not hauling a whole bunch of stuff to and from work. So my laptop goes in here, like that's where I keep my laptop. There it is. And then the stuff that I need on a day-to-day basis, like my planner, is in there. And then in the morning I just throw that in the pocket, and I just have my lunch bag and my purse, and I feel freer just by not carrying that water bottle. So there's that. So I'm gonna zip this stuff up because it's already noon. Hold on, it's already noon. My massage is at 12:30. and I need to be out by 12:15. And I'm gonna put all of this in the refrigerator. Now, this may seem like unnecessary things, like pre-filling my water bottle and all of that. And some people may feel like it's not that big of a deal, latawnya, but to me it really is. Like, it just reduces the amount of hectic behavior that happens for me in the morning. There's Woofy. Because I do exercise before work, and that really limits the amount of time that I have. So to know that all I have to do is come downstairs, okay, and grab this stuff out of the refrigerator really does make my life easier. So that's what works for me. Now, as far as tomorrow's concerned, I am set up for success. My clothes are out, they're ironed, I know what shoes I'm wearing, I know what accessories I'm wearing. I don't know if you noticed, but I also changed my glasses because these glasses match. My lunch is packed, my iced coffee is made, we're good to go. So now I'm going to, I have to run to the bank before I go get my massage. I'm going to go do that and get my massage, and then the next time you see me is I will be home post-massage, feeling much more relaxed, eating, and then doing a little bit of work that I need to do to feel good about going into next week. And then that's kind of when I'll talk about like where my mind is at with just this whole struggle for work-life balance. So it's noon, I feel very accomplished, but I will see you guys in a little. Okay, it is now 4:15ish. I obviously am home, had my not manicure, my massage. It was quite nice. Just an hour. That's something I've been doing for a few years, and I highly recommend it if you can afford it. It's just getting yourself a regular massage. I just go through massage envy. And then afterwards I did end up going to the grocery store very quickly because I needed to get some bacon. And while I was there, I did actually get some snacks for this week. And I bought a couple of breakfast bowls, since I was saying like in the morning sometimes I'm really hungry. So I just bought 2 Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls. You just pop them in the microwave for a couple minutes. We'll see how I feel about that. My intention is to eat them during my prep period, but we'll see. And while I was there, I picked up some extra toasty Cheez-Its, which I don't know if that was a good idea because those are like crack to me. But did that, had a free drink at Starbucks, grabbed that, came home, ate, and I just finished doing some school stuff. So what I wanted to talk about in relationship to school, doing school stuff at home and finding balance is, I think what I've recognized about me and what has contributed to my burnout in the past and what I need to now be mindful of is I would make like a to-do list. And you know, that's a great thing. But my to-do, excuse me, what are you doing? My dog is scratching my thigh. My to-do list, I think, now that I think about how much I was working, didn't have proper boundaries on it. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say on my to-do list, it would say grading. There's no boundary on that. There's no, hold on. No, thank you. No. There's no specification as to what I'm grading. How much am I grading? How long am I grading? And so because it was so general, in my mind, it's like you got to grade until there's nothing left to grade, which depending on the time of the school year could be a very long period of time. Like if I'm in the thick of grading essays and other things, like there's no end in sight. So what I need to do and what I've started to do this past week, my dog right now, she is being a real brat, is instead of just putting grading, I specifically put, like this weekend I put grade quiz number 2 from Clap When You Land. Are there other things that still need to be graded? Yes, but I had to say, what could I realistically grade and not feel like I'm working my whole weekend away, yet still feel accomplished? So I need to be doing that. And depending on what the grading is, it needs to either be like grade this thing in totality or grade for this period of time. And I have to accept that, let's say I pick a period of time to grade, like grade for an hour, I may or may not finish whatever I'm grading. And I just have to learn how to be okay with that, because I have to continuously remind myself that in this job, you're never really done. So I could grade the entire set of whatever's, but I'm not done because there's always going to be something else. And so I have to set boundaries for myself so that I'm not just working. So that's one realization I had. I just did that. So this weekend I wanted to grade quiz 2 of Clap When You Land, and I needed to make a sign-up genius for my leadership class, both of which I've done. I also need to plan for UA, but I don't have to do that today. UA does not start until Tuesday, so that is on my list of things to do for tomorrow. Old me would have, for this whole weekend, would have put grade quiz 2, make the sign-up genius, do your UA planning, do your language arts planning, do your history planning, all things that I need to do. But I have to learn how to just look at the things I need to accomplish, prioritize them, and spread them out. I also am coming to the point where I realize I don't know that doing any kind of work at home during the week is feasible. And I would like to get to the point where I don't even do any work at home on the weekends, but I'm more likely to do a little bit of work on the weekends than during the week, because on the weekends I'm more rested. I have the day to myself. I can kind of spread it out. But during the week, by the time I come home from work, like I've said before, come home from work, you know, get myself ready for the next day, walk the dog, shower, have dinner. I don't really have much left to give. And I have to just be okay with that. I have to just understand younger Latanya or old Latanya maybe was able to do that. And God bless her, I don't know how she was doing that, but this current Latanya in this particular time and space can't. She just can't do it. And that's okay. So when I say I've been having this like back and forth with things these past few weeks, it's just really making sure that I'm being mindful of how I'm managing my time, scheduling my time, how realistic my to-do lists are, so that I don't get to a place of feeling just absolutely wiped out and burnt out, which is where I was. And I've had a lot of anxiety these past few weeks of like, oh my God, is this the time where you're gonna start getting stressed again? Or is the relaxed Latanya about to die and the new, or not the new, the old stressed Latanya is here? I don't want her to come back. And so I have to manage things so that she doesn't come back. So I'm proud of myself for doing what I set out to do for this weekend, knowing that it's still about 4:30, that I still have, you know, a few hours left before I got to shut things down for the night. And now I'm just gonna watch these two tussle around. I'm gonna watch some more House Hunters, lay on this couch with the candle burning, and just relax for a little bit until I have to take the dogs out to WALK them. But that's how it's going. So working from home may not always be a part of my Sunday routine, but today it was. And I just kind of wanted to share where my mind space was at with just keeping proper work-life balance. I've just skimmed some of the comments from the last video I uploaded, and a few people have said that they can tell that I'm less stressed and lighter, which I appreciate, and I'm happy to see that you can see that. But I also know it's still the beginning of the year, and we're in the trenches, but we're not deep down in there yet. So hopefully I can maintain that demeanor throughout the school year. So we shall see. But other than that, I'm about to just relax, watch some TV. I might take a cat nap, I might not, we don't know. But I'll check in with you when it's time to walk the dogs. Are you chewing on the rug? Girl, no. 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 Okay. I'm home. It's 7:10. We just got back from our walk and talk not too long ago. They're walking. I'm walking, and I'm also quietly talking to God. That's when I say my prayers. That also is not specific to Sundays. Came home, fed the dogs. I always feed the dogs after a walk. Took out the trash, because the trash gets picked up on Monday mornings, as well as the recycling. And now I'm kind of at a crossroads where I should be eating dinner right now. Well, I'm not really hungry. You know? I'm not really hungry. I may have eaten one too many Cheez-Its. I don't know. So I don't really want a full meal. I have these Factor meals left. I do eat Factor. Again, if you're new here, I'm a teacher. I'm on my own, unmarried. I used to cook all the time. But, you know, time is precious. And so these meals really come in handy. So I might eat one of these things that I bought for lunch. I actually might eat. Sorry. Trader Joe's has these little California rolls. Something lighter than what a Factor meal might be right now. But it's like if I was going to eat dinner, I need to eat it now, because I'll be going to bed in a couple of hours. But yeah, I'm just popping in to say I went on a walk. One of the other things that I have to do on a Sunday is take the trash out, as well as the recycling. I would normally, during the week after I walk the dogs, I would take a shower and put on my pajamas, because by that point I've been in like work clothes all day and just all of that. But typically on Sundays I take a shower just before I'm about to get in the bed and read, so I'm probably gonna do that. So that'll be the last little bit of the day. So the next time you see me, we'll be winding it down. But if you're enjoying seeing how I spend an average Sunday or a typical Sunday, give this video a thumbs up and let me know. I think this year I'm going to try and do a little bit more of a mix of like teaching focus or me in the classroom type focus things, but also more just my life in relationship to teaching, and not like really like how I'm managing teaching. I don't know, maybe just a little bit more of a glimpse into my life that's not necessarily totally centered on me as a teacher, if that makes sense. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to do a day like this. Like, it's just kind of more like my life in general, and less teaching focused. So if you also like that, let me know. But yeah, I'm probably gonna eat one of these little salads or that little sushi meal, just because I have to eat something and relax. The other thing I've done, I didn't tell you about, is I also on Sundays will look in my phone and make sure I know what's coming up this week, and I will put it in my little planner that I use on a daily basis. I used to be very heavy into, let me put you here, very heavy into using teacher planners, and then I got to a point where I was over that because I do all my planning digitally. So now I just use these. This is a day designer, a version of a day designer, not a very expensive one. I think this is like maybe $20. And so I'll look at my phone, which I don't have with me now, to see what's coming up for the week, as well as the month at a glance that I have here, and then I will put it on the specific day pages. So it looks like this on the inside, just so I have a sense of what the week looks like. So I have a meeting after school tomorrow. I have a 5:04 meeting after school on Wednesday. I'm meeting a friend for happy hour on Wednesday. I have another meeting after school on Thursday. I just got an email not too long ago saying that I had another meeting after school on Thursday. I won't be able to go to that one. And I'm getting my lashes refilled this coming Saturday. So that is what is on the agenda this week. But I'm gonna go eat dinner. Next time you see me, I'll probably be in my bedroom winding down for the evening. Alrighty, it is now almost 9 o'clock. I have showered. No, alrighty, it is now, well, okay, it is now just before 9 o'clock. I ended up eating that little sushi plate from Trader Joe's for dinner, very light. Ate that, watched a little my cousin Vinny, took the dogs out to use the bathroom, came upstairs, take a shower, do my whole nighttime skincare routine, and here we are. So I'm just gonna close out the vlog here. I'm gonna show you what I use at night. And I don't know, let's go. So at night, per the skincare routine, I use the same cleanser as I use in the morning. This has not changed. And then I use this again. Now before I use this, I do wash my eyelashes first. So you have to wash your eyelashes once a day, either in the morning or in the evening. So I do wash them at night. So the first thing I do is I rinse them, spray them with this little water bottle. This little kit came from Amazon, so I came with this water bottle, this lash shampoo, and this little fan. So I will wash my face first using the cleanser. Then I will wash my eyelashes using these 3 things. Then I will get any extra residue, makeup, whatever, off my face using the same toner that I use in the morning. And then I will apply this. This is a retinol. This also helps with collagen production, clearing out your skin. Again, I'm not a dermatologist, but this was recommended just for anti-aging purposes. So I will put this on, and then I will use this. This is probably one of my new favorite things. It is very hydrating. It does feel very good. And it's all good for sensitive skin. Both products, both this and that. And you can get these at Ulta. And then I will brush out, comb out my lashes with this little brush that also came in the eyelash kit. I think I got like a pack of 100 of these in that kit. And then I will put this on my lips to go to bed. A lip sleeping mask that I've had for a while. And then I will get in the bed. So that's what I'm about to do. That's why my lips are also very shiny. I feel like my face is shiny too because I just put some stuff on it. But I'm going to get in the bed. I'm going to do a little bit of reading before I turn out the lights. The plan is always to get the lights turned out by 9:30. The dogs are resting. Luna is actually in Wolfie's bed right now. We're gonna let her stay there. That's her bed. And then I'm going to be reading a little bit of this before I go to bed. This was the book club book that we read. I didn't get it done in time for book club, but I wanted to finish it because I'm enjoying it. So that is what I'm going to do. Let me press mute on this TV. My cousin Vinny's over. So yeah, that is a typical Sunday for me. Normally, I would also put on my, what do you call that thing? Diffuser, but I'm out of essential oils, so I can't do that. And the only other thing that I'm going to do that I forgot to mention that I only do on Sundays is I'm gonna wear these little, I'm gonna put these eye patches on. This is something new that I've tried. I think it's supposed to help with collagen production and dark circles underneath your eye. Girl, I don't know. I'm just doing what I can to protect my skin and age gracefully. So if you enjoyed this look at my typical Sunday routine, please give this video a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and make sure you turn on the notification bell, because I don't have a particular schedule that I follow with uploading. If you'd like to leave a comment, please feel free to do so. If you're also trying to find like a good work-life balance and be more mindful in that area, let me know. And as always, I hope that you guys are well. And if you're not well, please be well. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. Until then,